George's, Art and Soul, Spiceland Mall, Gittins Pharmacy in Grenville, and Go to Fed. More at the door. Children 12 and on the free. Sponsors Grenada Tourism Authority, Ministry of Culture, Kalinago Hotel, Hubbard's, GBN, Boss FM, Real FM, HD Sounds, Danny D, Bridens, Independence Agencies, Gabriel's Rental, Cafe Skyline, and Comon Medical. Walk with your picnic chairs and beach towels.
Grill Master. Now available. Grill Master Takeaway. Healthy choices of dinner is available every day from 5 p.m. A solution to end your day with healthy, hot meals. Are you tired of fried, greasy foods, junk food, high-calorie food before bed, leading to a bad night and sleep? Grill Master brings the solution for you by offering customized, hot, fresh, healthy grilled food sustainable for after workout, your keto diet, and those who love greens. Let your last meal be your next day fresh start. Grill Master is second to none. Advance your order for pickup or delivery at 439-3737 or our WhatsApp number at 1-473-423-3737. Grill Master, second to none.
Refer a friend and get $50 cash back for you and $50 cash back for your friend on loans of $3,000 and over at Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get flexible payment terms, hassle-free service, and fast approval. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Apply now. Visit shopquartz.com. The more friends you refer, the more cash back. What are you waiting for? Make every moment count with a loan from Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 14 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's time for the conversation. And as hinted to you earlier, I do have a guest with me this morning. Well, he's been here so regularly, like he's a sort of de facto GBN member. Good morning, Mr. Lou Duncan.
Good morning.
And how are you this morning?
I am fine, thank you.
Okay, well, and whenever you see Mr. Duncan here, he's here to tell us of the great deals that are taking place at Southern Electrical. Am I right or wrong?
You're always right.
I love this. You must tell that to my ex-wife. Good. So what's happening at Southern Electrical now?
Right, so at Southern Electrical, currently, we have all of our solar lighting products back in stock, and a lot of the Grenadian public has been, this has been one of their favorite products, and we have the full lineup back in stock, including some new items. Of course, I always recommend to all customers that any light that you have outside of your home, make it solar.
Okay.
It just makes perfect sense to do that.
Yeah.
Because
use the environment to brighten the environment.
Exactly.
Good. But there's something that's interesting. All right. Very, very interesting. We know of solar lights outside.
Mm-hmm.
We know of solar water heaters and so forth. But solar in-house lights, that's a step in the right direction, especially now where most folks are into energy conservation because the cost of electricity is so astrological. I think that is a very interesting product.
Yes, that's correct. And well, in the past we had a very limited offering when it comes to indoor solar lights. I think we just had about 2 to 3 models. But now we have some new exciting indoor solar lights that are bright enough. We have a new indoor one that ranges from 60 watts. We have 100 watts, 200 watts, and 300 watt indoor solar lights. We even have a 600 watt indoor solar light that is great for businesses so that they can use in their warehouses or their big spaces, and they could save a lot of energy by using these high powered solar indoor lights. that capture the free energy of the sun.
Okay, let me ask this for clarification purposes, and I am asking this question on behalf of farmers. All right. Okay, I'm into poultry.
Right.
My farm is in the mountains. No electricity up there. Up there is mostly dark. Can these lights work up there?
Yes, those lights work perfectly up there. In fact, we have many farmers that have been using our solar lights for the last 4 years.
Oh, really? Okay. That's interesting. Farmers, you hear that, all right? And knowing from Southern Electrical, they must be very affordable.
They are very affordable. The best price on the market and also the best quality. You know, as I've just said, we have farmers that have been using the product for 4 years plus without any issue, especially up in the mountains, just like you said, with no power available. So we have farmers in regions like Clogier and, you know, the Belvedere and all over. And we also offer to the farmers full solar systems as well. So for anybody living off grid, we have, you know, more than one solution for you.
Okay. So having said that, farmers who are in mountainous regions where there's the availability of electricity is nil and wants to run like a full-fledged slaughtering house and so forth, you can provide that.
Yes,
so no need to go buy a generator.
No need for a noisy generator. So you can sleep peacefully in the mountains where it's nice and peaceful and enjoy a night's rest. In fact, we have some customers even, you know, have their fridge and so running, because it all depends on the type of system that you go with. We also have one customer that is solar powered and wind powered at the same time. So even at night, he's generating energy.
Wow. I mean, I'm happy that we're having this conversation this morning, because I did not know this sort of technology was so readily available.
Yes, and also affordable. Very affordable.
Why did I know you were going to rub in that word?
Because, you know, sometimes, you know, we think that things are sometimes out of reach, but they're not. We're here to offer the Grenadian public products at a very good competitive price. You cannot bring in these products cheaper than what you can get it for at Southern Electrical. And the range of products that we offer is of superior quality. They will last you for years. They're built really well. They offer very good bright lights. The solar floodlights for household use, we have from 25 watts all the way up to 200 watts.
Good. That's interesting. That's interesting. In our previous conversation, I told you that I wanted to start going the healthy way, and I really wanted to start juicing all my fruits and vegetables to an extent. Are the new juicers in yet?
So we don't have any more juicers at the moment, but in the next 2 weeks we will receive mostly all of our appliances. However, we do have some new appliances in that are again targeted for the low-income households, and so we have very good deals on electric kettles, toasters, and basic appliances, European made, so again very good quality, but again very good price.
We have a caller on the line. Someone is inquiring about your great products. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
To testify. Hold on, let me just turn the radio down. Hold on. Yeah, I just wanted to testify to the accuracy of what is being said in terms of the product and the affordability, the wind and solar combination, and to encourage persons who actually off the grid or in areas where they cannot access the grid, that it is something that they ought to have. Just wanted to testify to the accuracy, because it is something that I personally am using at this time. And of course, the suppliers have been Southern Electric. Very pleased with their service and everything that has gone so far with it.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you very much. I recognize the voice of my customer.
Mr.
Thank you very much,
good
Mr.
morning.
Sylvester.
Siddiqui's voice cannot be
Yes,
missed.
yes.
Good morning, bro. How you doing? Good to hear. And hearing it from Siddiqui is a good testimony.
Yes.
Right? He's a straight up guy. If it's not good, it's not good.
Yes.
He'll tell you that.
He's a very loyal customer of ours.
Good morning again, sir. Yeah, well, that's rather interesting, and I'm going to make that push so that farmers out there, there's no need to invest in the generator. Well, if you need to, but for lighter work. All right, your solar electricity and solar products are very, very applicable in that situation. I am happy to hear that. That is good news.
Yes, and if needed, as you just mentioned, that you need a generator, we do import what we call dual fuel generators that can run both on gasoline as well as natural gas or LPG. So, that is available for those that, must. But what I would recommend is that you have that as a backup.
Wow.
But as much as possible, it is always better in the long run to use the free energy of the sun. If it's one thing we show on is that the sun comes up in the morning. Sometimes we get rainy days, yes, but I know at some point people are going to ask this question, but our products are designed that even on a rainy day, once you charge them properly, they will give you a approximate time of 18 hours.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
So good for rainy days. The solar panels are optimized to work in very low light conditions and to be very efficient.
Okay, I don't want you to quote all your prices, but give me a price range of let's say, someone with a foul run. That's a local term, all right? That accommodates, let's say, 1,500 birds.
Right.
All right? And you want to supply solar electricity there. What sort of costing, what kind of price range could you recommend?
Right. So for the persons doing birds and so, the main key to remember here is that LED products, they don't emit heat. Right? They're energy efficient and so they don't emit heat. And heat is needed to keep the birds at a comfortable temperature where they do not trample one another because they're cold. They tend to huddle up when they're very cold, and a lot of the birds die. So for an application like that where heat has to be used, I would recommend going with an off-grid solar system that is at least 5 kilowatts to be able to produce enough energy so that you can use your halogen style or your heat lamps, the LED heat lamps, which do use a good amount of energy. So for that application, a lot of energy is needed. Right now, our complete off-grid solutions start at around $13,000, ranging to $21,000 for a 5 kilowatts. It comes with panels, batteries, inverter, complete system, right? This will give you enough power for that sort of application. But for a farmer not doing poultry, he can require less.
Okay. And what is your after-sales service procedures like?
Right. So our panels have a very good warranty. It has a 20-year warranty. So the panels are good. On inverters, however, we offer a 1-year warranty. So any manufacturer faults, you can come to us right here and we will get your problem sorted out. And that's something that a lot of the Grenadian public has to consider, that when they import their own products, you can't go back and say, hey, I have a problem.
You could, but it doesn't mean it will be rectified.
So it's great to have a local company here where you can trust and you can come back and we can look at it. If needs be, we get a technician to check out what the issue is, and we try to rectify your situation as best as possible. Even for customers that may be out of warranty, we don't turn you down and say you're on your own. We would try our best to sort the problem out for you. It may cost, but we always will come up with a solution to get you working again.
I must, I really, really must commend Southern Electrical. I mean, I am happy that this is being exposed, you know, and the costing that you just spoke of, you know, it's, you know, for the complete grid.
Yes.
Yeah, that's remarkable. We're running out of time. Anything you think we missed that you would like to highlight?
Right. So I just want to point on the amount of solar products that we have. Again, we have the indoor solar lights ranging from 60 watts, 100 watts, 200 watts, 300 watts, and even 600 watts that can work indoors. Outdoors, we have our solar floodlights, which are like your security lights. So those lights would light all night. And again, free energy. We have solar street lights, we have solar garden lights, we have solar post lights, and we have every we even have a new product called a sign light or a wall wash light. So for people that have businesses with signs, you can light your sign up using solar energy. No need to run a cable and have it outdoors getting wet. And so it's a very nice solution.
Well, I guess you can be called a lighthouse.
That was actually our slogan, Southern Electrical, we're your lighthouse. It was actually our company slogan before, when my dad founded the company back in 1996.
Okay,
so you're quite accurate there.
Wow, I'm ticking this morning, man. Well, Mr. Duncan, I want to say a very special thank you for me personally exposing me to that, because there are some products that I definitely can take advantage of. One of them is not on island yet. It's coming in 2 weeks.
Yes.
My juicer, I really want to you know, get that juicer and going.
Healthy lifestyle is the best lifestyle.
Of course. And at my age now, I have to start thinking health. I'm an aged man, you know.
But we still have the air fryers, a nice healthy option for those of you who are looking to cut down on grease.
That's good. So folks, you heard it. You've got to check out Southern Electrical. I might not do it as well as you. Give them locations and contact information.
So we're located at Dusty Highway, Grand Anse. We're right after the License and Inspection Center for those of you who go get your driving tests. And so you know where that is. It's a big blue building. And we are open from 8 to 5 p.m. Monday to Thursday, Friday 8 to 4 p.m. Our website, segrenada.com. Our phone number, 444-3042. You can reach out to us anytime. We answer all your questions, and we encourage you to come down and see our great display of products. It's always, better to come in person and see what we have to offer.
I always believe that I don't like this virtual. I like to come and see what I'm dealing with,
and interact with the product.
Look at you in your eyes. So if you're giving me something that you just want me to hear that, I think it's, folks, you've got to go on down to Southern Electrical. They've got a wide range of products that will cut your costs.
Yes, tremendously.
In this day and age.
Yes, even if, for example, if you change out 150 watt LED floodlight, you can save approximately 0.6 kilowatts a day, right? So
wow.
It will change your bill at the end of the month.
I know my friends at Grenada might be looking at having the good morning, Miss Greenwich. We're saying okay.
Yes, well, I'm sure that Grenada also encourages customers to be energy efficient.
Yes.
And it's good for the environment.
Okay. All right, Mr. Duncan, thank you very much for that bit of information this morning. I really do appreciate it. And I do hope, especially farmers and agro-processors, this is your opportunity. Come on down to Southern Electrical. Take a look and see which of their energy efficient systems, the solar and wind systems that will work for you. You heard the testimony from my good friend Mr. Sylvester, and when he says that, as the younger folks nowadays would say, is that.
Yes.
All right. So, folks, thank you for being a part, and Mr. Duncan, thanks again, man.
Thank you again for having us.
Get my juicer ASAP, right?
Will do.
And I'll be checking out on the solar system for the poultry. Folks, we take that break. We'll be back shortly.
All right, thanks again.
Solar lights lights are back in stock and will be available for purchase at Southern Electrical. Here is a list of the solar lights that we offer. 200 to 300 watt intelligent floodlights with camera, 300 to 500 watt solar street lights, 60, 100, 200 and 500 RGB solar floodlights, 100, 200, 300, 500 and 800 solar floodlights, solar garden lights, 25, 40, 60, 100 and 200 watt solar floodlights, 3, 7 and 10 watt solar wall lights, motion center garden lights, motion sensor floodlights, 30, 60 and 90 watt solar street lights with accessories, 5 watt solar wall lamps, 40 and 60 solar street lights, and 100 and 300 solar floodlights with battery power display. Now available at Southern Electrical, Dusty Highway, St. George. Visit our showroom today.
On Saturday, July 29, Montrouge Plainfield will be transformed into a sea of grills as food, fun, and friends collide. It's the 10th annual Maggie King of the Grill competition. The best chef and barbecue kings and queens compete for cash, a new grill, and the title of Maggie King of the Grill. Come savor the flavors. Try to bust the ice cold bar and let the kids have their way in the bouncing castles, pony rides, slides, and games. Try your hand at dominoes or the beer and leg competition and win instant cash. Come 7 p.m. you go stateside to enjoy performances from top local acts. It's a whole evening of fun at the Maggie King of the Grill, Saturday, July 29 at the Montrouge Plainfield. Gates open from 12 noon. $10 get you on the inside. Powered by Maggie, Hot 98, and GBN Television.
Box we say, yeah. GBN we say, arts and culture living, yeah. Rock the box we say, I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box we say. We'll be jamming here on a Thursday. It's a
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation this morning. It's 25 minutes on to 8 o'clock. And once again, I'd like to thank Mr. Duncan from Southern Electrical for, enlightening us with these bits of information that he shared with us there. Before I go any further, I'd like to say good morning to you, Kitty Cat and family out there in Croshoe. That's Croshoe, right? I hope I have it right. Alwyn and the folks at the Cooper, good morning to you all. We have a caller on the line. Good morning, caller. Hello, good morning. Okay, we seem to have lost that caller or that caller. All right, what's buzzing this morning? One of the buzzing stories that I am seeing creating a lot of interest is the universal education, and it seemed to have created some measure of controversy with the GUT. Let's take this call. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
I'm calling from Roseville.
Okay.
In St. Patrick's.
How's Roseville this morning?
A problem with now, sir. They have a pipe that busted almost 2 months now. And my leg don't good. The water running all in front my door, all under my house. And up to now, them guys and them come and see the guy, one of the guys who working with the maintenance team, he living on the bottom road. And this guy come and watch that. Up to now, them guys don't come and do nothing. This water running all in front my door, man. And my food don't even good.
Oh my,
I hardly could walk.
that is not good. That is not good. All right. And you spoke with them about it already?
Anyway, thank you very much. I know you very well, you know.
Okay. Well, yeah, I am a Grenadian. I used to... Say that?
Leonard Cyrus, so I used to school in McDonald College.
Yeah, so you mean?
Yeah, that's fine. I used to be right by your farm, where she had the farm there.
Okay. All right, right. And besides that, I used to live in Rosehill. You understand? I used to be up in the pasture and all them places, man. Okay. All right.
Anyway, you have a blessed day.
All right. Well, what I'll do, I'll try and get a hold of Chester Bandy David and see if Bandy could come and get that sorted out for you, because now is not the time to be wasting water, is it?
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much.
All right, have a good one. Hey, good, bless. All right, Mr. Husbands and your team, there is a problem. The Northern District of Nawasa, there is a problem in Rosehill. A gentleman claims that he's been having water, probably a broken pipe for over 2 months, and I think it's something that needs urgent attention. Please get it sorted out. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Hi, welcome.
I beg your humble indulgences to make an expression here this morning. I'll try to be as calm as possible, but I must indeed tell you that I'm internally enraged.
Okay, please be, I know you can exercise control.
I know how to handle it, Mr. Joseph. For this reason, I've taken this position. Listen, I went into St. George's yesterday to handle a couple. It was 7 items, but very important things that I have to do every year and so on. Straighten my business out. I'm a man, I have my business to attend to. My major problem in St. George's in circulation as a visual, as a blind person, but skilled in mobility and orientation, which I was trained. And with the knowledge of my tongue, I have the capacity to move from place to place. All right? I didn't come by magic, I learned it. And these skills are out there. Mr. Joseph, I'll cut it short by inviting the Chief of Police and the so-called Minister for National Security to take a walk in St. George's in the capital. I want to give you a few points that you may wish to look at. Pay attention. Start at Nova Scotia, that corner of Nova Scotia, which used to be, Nova Scotia Bank. I refer to the junction, the intersection of Halifax with Granby. Take a line straight across the road and see where you collide. The extreme end of that building, that 90 degree there, walk straight across and see where you collide. Instead of a wall on Farm and Garden, you collide in a store mounted on the sidewalk. I have to travel by taking references on points. Again, my fundamental right to accessibility is violated. Take a walk down the front of these buildings on that said Halifax, and you'll see the difficulties you have there. Take a turn down Hillsborough, left down Hillsborough, on both sides, about 5 to 6 meters from the edge of that corner on by right there. There's a woman with a table across the entire sidewalk. And she sent me off to see my mother's business. And that I should go in the road and go about my business only yesterday morning. When you come back from down there, all along the opposite side to the Grenada pharmacy, take a feel there and see the difficulties that I'm, with my rights to accessibility established by the so-called constitution of our country and by international convention, my rights to my circulation is being impeded by the state of Grenada because these people have to eat their food. Take a walk then towards St. John Street along Halifax on the western side, and you will see. Take a walk down St. John Street on both sides towards the intersection with Melville Street and see for yourself, Mr. Commissioner or Chief of Police. My rights are being violated, and my rights only, I come off a mind of PC 114, Police Constable 114. I commend him on his behavior yesterday morning, but it also demonstrates one thing, that the police's hands are tied. They cannot do their work because of partisan political mischief, and this has to be exposed in this country. I'm calling them to do something about it. Take a walk. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph, for permitting me.
All right, Citizen Rolo, thank you for participating and sharing this concern with us, and I do think that the relevant authorities need to to look into that. It is indeed cause for concern. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I am calling to also complain about the situation on the sidewalk in town.
Wow.
Just the same as Mr. Rollo just did. I can see, I have legs, and that umbrella at the corner of that place, the Farm and Garden, I believe, by opposite the where Scotia was, it also almost took out my eye 2 weeks ago. And I don't go to St. George's because of that same problem on the sidewalk. So I empathize with the situation with Mr. Rollo because he can't see. And we who could see, we having the problem. So please, do get something done about it, authorities. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. 17 minutes on to 8 o'clock, and I do hope that the relevant authorities are taking note of these comments. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. I was called to complain about the market.
You called to complain about the market? Okay, could you listen to me on the telephone, please? Hello? Okay, all right, caller. Okay. And I think by now we should have known that when you call, you talk and listen to me via the telephone and not not the radio or television, okay? Because you will be creating a feedback. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Joseph, and how are you?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome.
I'm not hearing you mentioning me again, but I'm still here in God's will because the mosquitoes are eating me. They ain't killed me yet, but I'm still alive.
Okay.
Because in the time has past gone, Ministry of Health used to always send people around to see how the people this place can, where the mosquito doing, what it affecting them and things like that. You don't see that again. Another thing they used to do for helping out with the mosquitoes, they used to send smoking guns around in every community. The things come around and they smoke up the place to help the mosquitoes. No one is helping them now. I live in a mosquito corner. It have a lot of bushes around me. There's a ravine around. It accumulates water. When it's raining plenty, it's overflowed. But when it's not raining, the water is settled, and it grow bush, and the mosquitoes are settled in there.
Okay.
I haven't got a drain running down from my kitchen sink because I cannot get it done, so it's still there with bush growing in it. So I'm covered with mosquito. And if you're all thinking about the vulnerable and needed people, elderly people and children, that these things cannot go around, the dengue fever could affect them, send a helping hand. Ministry of Health, do something. Send the people around with the smoking gun to smoke on the mosquitoes. Send them around to see the people home where they look, where they live, what it look like with mosquitoes around them. I surround them, mosquitoes hide in the bush. And there are other bushes around me, and I can't get no one to do it for me. I can't do it my own. And I have no helper. It's only me and God. If it wasn't my Father in heaven, I would not be here talking to you this morning. Because he takes care of me. I live my life for God, and I love him, and he loves me, and he takes care of all my needs. Wherever I go, God is by my side. He watches over me. He protects me from the danger I face, because without God in my life, I won't be here today. Okay. Let me tell you one more thing. This morning reading is about love. He says, love one another, I have love you. And if people in the world have love, then everything in the world will be going all right. But they don't have no love, somehow don't know the meaning of love. They say they love you today, tomorrow they're gone away from you. I love the whole world. The good, the bad, the happy, the sad. We are all God's children, and I pray for everyone in the morning when they're sleeping. I'm up on my knees talking to God for everybody in the world. So people, remember, there is a God who loves us all. He says, love one another, help and give to one of those unfortunate needy people. Look out for the needy, look out for the aged, look out for the vulnerable, look out for those who cannot help themselves. There are lots of us out there. We need help. No one is coming around. They make a promise and you don't see them again. God bless you.
Thank you, caller. Have a good one. All right, it's 14 minutes on to the hour of 8 o'clock. I want to say good morning to my good friend, Dr. Keith Johnson out there in Grenville. Good morning, bro. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. I hope you're doing fine and the family is all right. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, in a sense, morning to your listeners and to the viewers.
Welcome.
There are so many things I can talk about, but let me just address if we are honest, since 1984, we've been creating a ghettoized republic in every sense of the word. I mean, we have done things that created a spin-off effect. And for a long time, people could have got through with it, they maneuver, and so on. It have become unbearable in a lot of ways. So we have to be able to situate where these things start. And I want people to tell me any country where Uncle Sam have invaded that have ever prospered or ever recovered as a result of the invasion. Tell me any place in the world. God forbid. Also, yesterday a very interesting conversation was started. People in denial of their Africanness, and I'm glad that some callers still haven't lost their sanities, that they were able to call and demonstrate that the first human beings was Africans. Life began in Africa. So that effort to deny the Africanness, even the Caucasian folks are now reclaiming the Africanness. But yet, because of the miseducation, falsehood, I mean, you know, the way is brainwashing, we still have the argument, and of course, on top of that, we have this Sky God thing in which, you know, they were thinking about God and so on, which not realizing behind this God is a white man, an old white man. Who say God is a man? The same white people who told us that. The Africans didn't know God as man or woman. God is a spirit. As we understand, God lives in us and in everything. Okay. So, those who feel that they are the messenger of God, and there's a Hindu pundit in Trinidad who said something, and I cannot stop saying it. He said it some time ago. The worst people, I mean, no, not the worst, the most dangerous person is not one who was schooled in a religion from birth, but one who adopts a religion and feel that they have to bring their version of religiosity, impose it on other people, and you see that all the time. I've said over and over, we have our own version of Al-Qaeda, of ISIS, and I mean the various fundamentalist groups, regardless whether they're Hindu or Muslim or Christian, where the Lord Resistance Army in Uganda, wherever these fundamentalist groups are throughout the world, we have versions of that here. Okay. And what we need here is not those kind of crusading things. Look what is happening. People don't understand. Sorry. We are destroying our culture, for instance. Those agents who are doing everything to confuse people about carnival now, right now and soon after. So people are confused. Okay. On top of that, we have always been fed with a dose of misunderstood theology. So the scripture says that bless, but because it says be wholehearted as your Father in heaven. That is not the Sky God I'm talking about. Who let his sun to shine on the good and the bad, who let his rain to fall on the just and the unjust, but we want to decide who is just and who is good and bad. Amen. Let us be more practical and also more intelligent than we display here. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. All right, folks, what we do, we take a final commercial break in the program, and then we come on to the wrap. Stick and stay with us. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Records at the traffic department shows that a total of 1,447 accidents were reported for the year 2012, which includes 3 road fatalities. 2,946 accidents were reported for the year 2022, which includes 8 road fatalities. This is a significant increase of 104%. This is alarming. When a family tragically loses a loved one, does it matter whether by means of a gun or a motor vehicle? To avoid accidents, drivers and pedestrians alike must exercise extreme caution when using the road.
You know, one day I woke up and, you know, they painted a set of pedestrian crossing all along the streets. You know, nobody told us how to use that thing properly.
I know how.
You're serious?
Every safe, good driver knows about these things. As a driver, you have to be very attentive. You know you're coming up close to a pedestrian cross, you start slowing down immediately, looking to see if there's any pedestrian on the side getting ready to cross. If there is, you stop on the line that is a certain distance before the crosswalk. Then you would see the pedestrian put their hands out, looking directly at you, indicating that they are going to cross. And only when you have come to a complete stop, that is when they will quickly and safely cross to the other side. And then you continue happily on your journey.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact, wait for pedestrian to cross. Then you happily continue on your journey.
This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
It is important to know what your road signs and markings means. The zigzag lines means you should not park in the marked area. Parking is allowed inside the solid white lines on the edge of the road. Remember, look out for pedestrians. Pedestrians, be sure the vehicle comes to a complete stop before crossing. These tips can save your life. These tips can make our roads safer for all users. Be safe, be seen, be smart. A message from the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the final 6 minutes on the program this morning. And before we head back to the telephone line, I'd like to look at some of the comments on our WhatsApp platform and also Facebook page. And this contributor says, "Good morning, Mr. Joseph. I too share the sentiments of the previous callers of the major concerns we the citizens of the lovely nation of the hazards the sidewalk vendors are causing. The Guyanese women are in charge of the stainless steel chain selling in town, who has all her tables all over, occupying our workspace. I'm appealing to the authority to please take this situation very seriously." Another contributor says, "Mr. Rollo is quite right. A woman left the right side of the road corner of St. John Street, moved to the left with a chair sitting in the road selling provision. Very dangerous corner where heavy frequent vehicular traffic flows. People can't pass without being fearful of being knocked down. Do something to do all your job." All right. Okay, so that seems to be a really, really serious concern. Okay, good morning, Innocent. Do have yourself a lovely day. All right, thank you. To all the staff and listeners of GBN, have a blessed day. Thank you, contributor. And someone says here, you cannot talk about universal education in which struggling students get remedial work when there are schools with no counselors. For years now, some schools have yet to get a replacement for the counselors. What's the holdup? Send counselors in the schools, please. Counseling is sometimes more effective than any remedial lesson. Okay. All right. Okay. Good morning to you. A long time I don't hear you play my song, Never Fail Me. Have me singing away. Thanks. You make my day. Okay. Thank you, caller. Contributor, good morning. All right. What else is happening? Let's see what's happening on our Facebook page. Okay, let's entertain this caller. Good morning, caller. Hi, morning.
I really want to support the callers who are complaining about the sidewalk vending. And it seems to me that there's something that caused the authority to evade as to make these people untouchable, and I don't know why. So I wonder what is taking place. What is it that they are doing to prevent themselves from being removed? We have to look at the spiritual realm and see what's taking place, because to me they're untouchable. Government go, government come, and they're untouchable. They cannot be moved. So we have to pass around the city and play the blood all over them sidewalk and move all those things that are holding them there.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Okay.
Because for years people have been complaining that nothing can be done. It seems that nothing could be done. They seem untouchable. So right now I send the blood of Jesus on every sidewalk in St. John's.
Okay.
And I put the fire of God upon those demons that must be holding them there.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you, caller. Thank you. All right, Floyd Alexis says, as a Grenadian in the diaspora, I would like to congratulate some of the numerous young people that you bring to the show. This morning, I was impressed with Mr. Duncan. It's unfortunate that the contributions get overshadowed by the everyday distractions. Ernesto Jose says, good morning, Innocent. Lately, we've been hearing about all the violence that's been taking place in Grenada in the many villages and parishes. As we know, Miss Jeremiah always talked about the devil, and we need to turn to God because he is the answer. Today, I want to challenge Miss Jeremiah with her messages to go out to the parishes and villages where the violence is taking place and help to counsel the young people that have been involved in the violence, and to help community by spreading the word of God that may be missing, because the Bible said faith without work is dead. All right, Ernesto. Good morning to you, Paula Paul. How are you doing? All right, Paula Paul, giving trouble this morning. Good morning. Have a great day. Good morning, caller.
Oh, yes. Good morning to you once again.
We have to be brief. We're out of time.
All right. I guess about too. What I wanted to say, I want to compliment the government for the move they're making with this education system. It's a proposal I did many, many years ago. But with that comes new teachers, or teachers with what you call good mental attitudes, right? Committed teachers. However, that has to go with good emoluments. And they must not be stressed out in this new dispensation, because that will defeat the purpose of what you're trying to do.
Okay. Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. And I want to say a very special good morning and thank you to all those of you who contributed one way or the other. Bernadette Thomas Alexis, good morning to you. Marilyn Gordon, good morning. Bernadette Thomas again. Glenda Thompson, condolences go out to the family of Paul Phillip, Cuban-trained marine biologist. I think he was one of the best who shed his wealth of knowledge. We have lost a great mind. Rest in peace, Mr. Phillip. Well, I don't understand what's going on here. I really don't understand. I just keep losing friends. This guy, we hung out so many times, and I'm just getting this news. To his family, condolences, man. Kathy and Adam says, good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Grenada and all GBN family. Late today. Well, Kathy, have a good day. You and Solange. And I keep forgetting your husband's name. All right, you have Kenneth. Give Kenneth my regards. All right, have a good morning. All right. All those of you who contributed this morning, thank you very much. And we look forward to another program, tomorrow, if the good Lord spare our lives. Until then, have a great day and be safe. Okay, have a good one, Paula Paul, all right?